Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready? Okay. All right, we're on page 459, 25 to 46. Okay, ready? Again, I'll take questions at the end. I want to get through the answers first, and I'll be glad to work any, but I want to get through the answers before we do repeats. All right, number 25 is 9. Number 26 is 1. Number 27 is 10. Number 28 is 1. Number 29 is 9s. Number 30 is 8n squared. Number 31 is 5. Am I going too fast? Okay. Number 32 is 5t. Number 33 is 4x squared. Number 44 is 11. Number 34, sorry, is 11. 35 is 2n. Number 36. The number 2 is even and is prime. Explain why all other prime numbers are odd. Because we know from the sieve that we did in 6th grade that 2 is the only even prime number. You could have said anything like that and it's correct. 37 is no, because if they have no common factors, they're called relatively prime. Again, that was a definition from 6th grade. Number 38, A, you could have 1 and 84, 2 and 42, 3 and 28, 4 and 21, 6 and 14, and 7 and 12. Yes, you must have all of those. That was just A, yes. A had 6 answers. B is 38 feet. C is 170 feet. Sorry? 26 was 1. Okay, are we on 38? No, 39 is 15 rows. Number 40 has 2 answers. The answers are 12 and 14. Those are the one answer. And then the second answer is 2. Number 41, 8 and 20. Second answer, 4. Number 42, 21 and 27. Answer is 3. Number 43, 63 and 105. Answer is 21. That one was tricky. Number 44, 25 and 35. That one was easy, 5. Number 45, 54 and 72. Did you put 18? Because that's correct. 9 is a tricky, most people think it's 9, but it's 18 because they're both even. Number 46, how can you do this problem without using a diagram? Write the prime factorization. Well, what do you need to do? Who can answer that one? This is a nice, easy one to think about. Yeah, well, you wouldn't add a 2. Yeah, you just multiply by 2 because 48 is double 24. So it just makes it 2 to the 4th power times 3. Okay, any repeats? Kate?
What was 38C?
38C was 170 feet. Kirsten? 39 is 15. Okay, 40, 12 and 14, and the greatest common factor is 2. 8 and 20, the greatest common factor is 4. 21 and 27, the greatest common factor is 3. Ken? 43, 63 and 105, and greatest common factor is 21. Victoria? 38B is 38 feet. Yes.
38B and C, for B I put 7 feet by 12 feet, and then for C I put 84 feet by 1.
Okay, you didn't answer the question though because it says what is the perimeter. So you used the dimensions but you didn't answer the question that they asked, so those are both wrong. Yes, 38 feet and 170 feet. Sydney, will you go get my easy grader from next door? Okay, any other repeats before we grade? Javier? Okay, let's wait until I get grading. Nicholas? 31, the answer again is 5. Okay, are we good? Any other repeats before I go? Is no. So this here. Okay, now we're recording. So Sophia, which one? Okay, number 8 is 14 n cubed plus 7n plus 7n squared. Okay, so the first thing you do is you're going to look at your numbers. Alex, what number is the greatest common factor between 14, 7, and 7? Okay, so the 7 comes out front. It's kind of like you're playing Jeopardy. This is the answer. You've got to come up with the problem. Okay, so now n cubed, n, and n squared. Kate, what would be the biggest, greatest common factor I can get out of those? N. So I bring this out front. Now here's my parentheses, and I have to put in 3 numbers. 7 times what, Victoria, gives you 14? 2. And then n times what gives you n cubed, Javier? And then 7n times, Sophia? No, because if I take 7n times n, it would be 7n squared. 1. This is where your 1 goes. And now 7 times what gives you 7? That's a 1. And n times what gives you n squared, Mary? N. Can I put any of these guys together? Why not? Why not? Nicholas? Yeah, this is a squared, and this is just to the first power, so that can't go. Okay, questions on any more like that? Do you see why I need that n term, or the 1 in there? Okay. I love word problems, sure. Which one?
11.
Okay, 11, it says negative 16 t squared, negative 16 t squared plus 320t. Okay, now it says a model rocket is fired vertically into the air. All that is extra information. I don't need that. All I need is this part right here. Now, what do they want me to do with it? Exactly. So what's the greatest common factor between negative 16 and 320? Okay. Are you asking me or telling me? Because you're telling me. All right. So I'm going to take out 16. And then the t squared and t. What would that be? That's correct. 16, and then I have to put the t. But notice how I look at the numbers first and then the letters separately. I'm going to do that every time. Numbers and then letters. All right, so now 16t squared. Now, on this case, putting the negative out front, I don't know. Either way is probably better. I'd put the negative out front because I like getting the negatives out. So I'm going to make this a negative 16. Okay, so now what would be left in the parentheses? What's left in the parentheses? Kirsten, what's first? Just a t, and then plus what? It wouldn't be plus 20. Yes, it has to be the negative and 20. Okay, if you did 16t out here, and you made this negative t plus 20, that is also correct. Okay, but you're also looking, okay, you're right, 16 is the greatest, but remember, we're looking at absolute value.
But doesn't absolute value have to be positive?
Yes, so which is bigger, 16 or negative 16? Absolute value, they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same amount away from 0. Yes? I'm losing my microphone. Is it fine? Oh, okay. All right, other questions? Anything else, question-wise? My hands are just not going to get dirty using these. This is really nice. Okay, Nicholas, which one? 30. Negative 15f and negative 10f squared. Negative 15f, and was it plus 10f squared? Okay, so same thing. Here's my little minus sign. Ugh. See, Mr. Campbell leaves and it just all falls apart. Plus and a negative. Okay, So again, I want to look at taking the negative out front. So I'm going to take negative 5f, parentheses, this would be 3 plus 2f. Is that what you had?
No, I had the thing where you did positive in the front. So now I only have 9 here, but it's double.
Okay. Yes.
How would it make a difference if you didn't put the negative outside?
If I didn't have the negative out front, I'd have 5f here, and then inside here I'd have to have a negative 3, and then I'd have to have a negative 2f here.
But does it make a difference in the answer?
We want to get that negative out of the way. And as we keep going and we keep adding more processes, you'll see why. Okay? All right. Any